how to turn your dreams into reality. Everyone, whosoever is watching this session, have dreamt of something, maybe these days, maybe in the childhood, and they want their dream to get fulfilled. They want their dream to get manifested. But what's the way? Is only hard work? Is only luck? Or there is some divine play happening? So today we are having Ajay Kumar ji with us. And today we are having a very interesting topic, which is how you can turn your dreams into reality. Everyone is having some or other kind of dream. And if you want that, if you want your dream to get manifested, this is the session for you. Do watch this session in a complete, and don't skip any part of this session. And today, as we know, Ajay Kumar ji is with us. He's a teacher from South India. And Ajay Kumar ji, I would like to tell you that we are doing this session from past 2 years, and there's a purpose behind it. The purpose is whosoever watches this session, they should have a smile on their face. Their life should become a celebration. And we just handhold them a little bit. We also tell them that you should also contribute in creating a stress-free and a violence-free society. And if there is sadness around you, if there is some kind of uh, means chaos around you, it's your responsibility to give smile on other faces also. So this is Gurudev's vision. We have made Gurudev's vision our mission, and we are just moving forward towards it. And Ajay, these sessions are very informal kind of session, very candid. And most of the people watching this session are from Art of Living itself. And most of the people have read your introduction, but for those who are new, I'd just like to introduce you to the group. So talking about Ajay ji, he has been associated with Art of Living since 2009 and has been teaching since 2012. He teaches various courses like Yes Plus Happiness Program, children and teen courses, wellness program, corporate programs, and YLTP. Professionally, he has a 10 plus years of experience, having worked with 7 years in Cisco in the past. Currently, he heads customer success team for EMEA at APJ at Twilio. Currently, he is pursuing doctorate in business administration from Swiss School of Business Management. He's passionate about fitness and love working out in gym. He is also exploring new places and experiences. And today he is here with us. Ajay ji, my first question to you is, we all run towards our dream. We have some dream, we chase it. But is fulfilling of the dream happiness? Or the happiness is somewhere other, since some other thing?
Brilliant question, Abhishek. So thank you for the lovely introduction. First of all, that was very extensive. Really appreciate it. Really lovely to see everyone, such bright faces on a Friday evening. So coming back to Abhishek's question, chasing the dreams, is that the way to happiness, or does happiness lie elsewhere? So for this, I would like to say yes and no. The reason is, if the dreams, or if you're if whatever you're achieving, if your goals are in alignment with your life purpose, then you will have this inner joy and strength from within. However, if you have said something that's not in alignment with your life purpose, so this is what in the basic term we call as dharma. Dharma is your life purpose, but your dharma is unique to you. Meaning, Abhishek can have a different dharma, I can have a different dharma, Kandan Swamiji from Pune can have a different dharma. You see, so as long as you are living your life purpose, there is a sort of drive, there's a sort of strength from within that pushes you in that direction. But coming back to specifically the point on happiness, yes, living your purpose, living your life purpose does lead to happiness and fulfillment from inside.
Ajay ji, we see generally, this is a general tendency of people. They are feverish until and unless they have not achieved their goal. They don't eat. Sometimes they don't talk to anyone. They are like, okay, I will get distracted and all. And they take a lot of pressure while achieving that goal. Is this a good sign?
Oh, no, absolutely not. So this takes us back to, our basic teaching of Bhagavad Gita, which talks about karma yoga or being a karma yogi. And being a karma yogi, so what is that topic about? So who is a karma yogi? A karma yogi is one who works towards a result. A karma yogi is one who takes action but doesn't get feverish about the result. So even in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, you have every right to take action, but you have no right over the outcome or the result. So somebody who is very feverish about their, about the work they're doing, they become akarma yogis, right? So this is one thing. And I'd like to talk a little bit more about karma yogi and akarma yogi. So karma yogi is one who takes complete responsibility while being detached to the outcome. So in every field, in every aspect, you can find karma yogis. For example, karma yogi doctor. Somebody who is a karma yogi doctor would take full responsibility for their patients. They'll take responsibility for ensuring that they are cured, and even after the treatment is done, they follow up, make sure they're taking their medicines, and make sure that whatever treatment is given to them is working for them. This is karma yogi. A karma yogi doctor is one who just sees a patient for the sake of seeing. Let's say consultation time is about 10-15 minutes. So he spends those 10-15 minutes, just gives him some medicine and hands it over, let him do what he wants. Same way, there is karma yogi father and akarma yogi father. Karma yogi father takes full responsibility for his children. So he says, my son is my responsibility. Not only should he get education, but he should also get good values, good ethics, all round development. Akarma yogi father is one who says, okay, this is my son, I just need to take care of his food, clothes, education. So doesn't take responsibility for the growth and development of his child. So in like this only, in every field you have karma yogis and akarma yogis. So even in our own lives, look into what you're doing. It need not be related to your career or your job, but in any task that we do, are we being karma yogis or are we being akarma yogis? So let's introspect into this.
But being karma yogi, like someone is taking responsibility, like someone is taking responsibility for his job, so he will stay till 8 in the night so that the tasks get fulfilled and all. But this contradicts, like he will not give time to his family because he's focused on something like to in his business or in his job. So does karma yogi doesn't have vairagya? Because karma yogi will take responsibility, then how he will give time to other things?
Superb question. So, in case of karma yogi, the specific example that you gave of somebody staying late in their work. So what is the responsibility that they have taken? Is it a limited responsibility of only my work, or have they taken responsibility for family and society as well? Let's look at that. If this person has taken responsibility only for their work, then that becomes limited responsibility. So it is possible that they might not give attention to their family or other things. But if this person has taken full responsibility for work as well as family, then he will probably delegate, so there are some tasks which he can delegate at his work, or he can train or hire another manager who he can train up to his own level, so that he can spend time till maybe 5 or 6 in the evening, and then the rest of the evening he can spend with his family. So this whole concept of karma yoga depends on the extent to which we have taken responsibility. So the larger the responsibility, the more resources that you get, right? So let's take an example of a CEO and a housekeeping staff in a company. The CEO also has 24 hours. The housekeeping staff also has 24 hours. But the CEO has taken responsibility for the thousands of employees in the company, right? So because of that, whatever resources, whatever help, whatever skills he needs are there with him. Either, he himself has those skills, or he has people with those skills working with him. So the larger the extent of our responsibility, the more resources we get to fulfill our responsibilities.
When we are talking about fulfilling our dream, the biggest obstacle is ourselves. Like, we are the biggest obstacle because we are having certain patterns in our mind. Like, okay, in past I have never done this, so now how I can achieve. Like someone who always had 50% marks in his school days, how he can think of like cracking an competitive exam or doing something intelligently, because the whole society is telling that, and he has a proof, like whenever he has tried, it was not his cup of tea. So how he can overcome this?
Superb question. So there are two aspects to this. So let's look into both of them. Now, coming to the point of somebody who does not have any specific dream, or does not have any specific goals, now that person will need to pick up something that they genuinely want to work towards. But coming to the second point, let's say a person has been getting 50% and he wants to get 90 or 100% in his exams. How does he work? So this comes with something that we call as core identity. Now, what is core identity? It is the self identity or the self image that we have of ourselves. So for example, if I think I'm a bad driver, right? Or if I think I am bad at English, or if I think I'm bad at communication. So from that space, no matter how many courses I take, let's say I want to become a good public speaker, but in my mind, my image of myself is that I'm a bad speaker or bad at communication. So no matter how many courses or how many different trainings I take, I am always coming from the space of I am not good, but I want to improve. So what we need to do is we need to change our core identity, meaning start with the knowledge that I'm already a great public speaker. So, Gurudev has given this beautiful technique. So he says, whatever you want to achieve, don't start thinking that you do not have it. So first itself, whatever you want to achieve, the first step itself is thinking that you already have it. So we sow the seed we sow the seed in consciousness that this exists. So this is the seed of abundance. And from that space, when my identity is that yes, I'm a great public speaker, then whatever actions that I take from that point onwards will be in alignment with my core identity. And this is one thing many of you would have observed. Whatever you think, what this is called the frame of mind. Whatever is your frame, everybody around you reacts that way only. Have you noticed this? So if you think, oh, I'm not confident, oh, I'm lazy, everybody around you in people and situations react according to your frame of mind. So this is the other aspect. So if you can just frame your mind, change the frame of your mind to something that is positive, something that is helping you move and progress in life, then you can achieve whatever you can move in the direction of achieving whatever you want to.
Let's take an example, because when we are talking about achieving goals, uh, let's take an example of gym. The people, when they have urge, okay, I will have a good build up and I will go to gym, so they think that, okay, I need to buy the gym equipment, I need to buy the gym wear, I need to have a good protein diet, I need to follow so many things. So all things are being like, it builds up pressure. So they do go for the first day, and after that they think that okay, maintaining so many things is a burden to me. So they say that okay, let me skip it, because they do so many arrangements just for doing the simple thing, because they want that okay, at first 5 days itself I should get some results, but it doesn't happen that way. So how they can keep themselves motivated? Because in the initial start itself they don't see anything.
Beautiful, right? And this is the same case with many of us. There are so many things that we want to do, so many things that we want to achieve. So I'd like everybody to interact as well. So if you can just type in Zoom chat, or let me know in any way, I would really appreciate that. So you tell me, whenever you set a goal or you want to achieve something, what is it usually that goes on in the mind that prevents us from achieving that? Can you type in chat? The goal is very big. It's an obstacle. Yeah. So anything else? Low self-esteem. Okay. All right. I see two more people typing. Fear. Yes. Fear of failure or fear of unknown. And many times it is not knowing the path to take. Yes. So let's explore this. Whenever we take a goal, so let's take the specific example that Abhishek gave of going to gym, getting a fit body. Right now the present situation is, you might be a bit overweight, or you might be very thin, you might have no muscles, and you look at a picture of, a Hollywood or a Bollywood actor with a great body, and you think, oh my god, it's impossible, because there are so many things to do. You want to do it, you want to achieve that, but there are so many things that get in the way of that. uh, the path is unclear, there might be so many obstacles, there will be fear of failure. So the first thing that needs to be done is be very clear about the destination, right? So let's take the example. You're taking a road trip. You're taking the car from Bangalore to Mysore in the night. So Bangalore to Mysore is approx 150 kilometers, right? Is it possible to see all the way till Mysore from Bangalore when you start the driving? Is it possible to see all the way till Mysore? Absolutely not. What can you see? You can probably see few meters ahead, 20, 30, 50 meters ahead. But is seeing 50 meters ahead sufficient enough to take you towards your goal of 150 kilometers? Yes, it is, right? Why? Because as and when you go through the road, you see, okay, this is the next part, I need to take a left here, I need to take a right here. And sometimes, even though you're moving on the path to Mysore, there might be some detour, the road might be dug, there might be a tree that's fallen. So what you'll do, you might need to come back a little bit, take a route via, some other city, and still reach your destination. This will happen only if you are very clear about your destination, about where you want to reach. Let's say you just sit in the car and start driving randomly. It is impossible for you to reach your goal. So, Gurudev had given a very nice analogy. Our life force, our prana shakti is very powerful. It's like water. Water without any direction becomes a flood. What does a flood do? Flood is very harmful. It destroys the fields, it destroys lands. So a flood is of no use. But that same water, when it is in the form of a river has a particular direction, it has a particular goal that it's moving towards, right? So then that river becomes very useful. It's like, it can be used to irrigate many fields, it can be used to generate electricity. It is that powerful. So the same water, when it is given a particular direction, then it becomes very powerful. So in the same way, we have a lot of prana shakti in us, but as long as we can give it a particular direction and start working in that direction, then our life force helps us in manifesting whatever we want to. This is part one. The second aspect to this is, what stops us from reaching our goals is, like we discussed, not knowing the path. So like we discussed, you do not need to know the path. What you need to do is know the next 1, 2, 3 steps that you'll be taking in order to reach there. So it can be something as simple as buying a pair of shoes, putting it on and starting running. Never mind about the next 6 months. Today I will run, right? Okay, suppose you want to build a good body. What are the first 3 steps, 1, 2, 3 steps that you can take? Step number 1, I can go to a gym near my house and enroll. Step number 2, I can buy gym shoes. Step number 3, I can buy gym clothes, right? Just do step 1, 2, and 3, which makes you move a little bit in that direction, right? And then on a day-to-day basis, usually what stops us from doing is, oh my god, there'll be so much pain, there'll be body ache, again mind starts coming up with excuses. So when the mind does start coming up with excuses, what you need to do is, okay, to suppose you work out 1.5 hour every day, don't think about that 1.5 hour. The only step that I need to take is to put on my clothes and shoes and head to the gym. Just focus on getting yourself to the gym. And once you're in the gym, then you can do the exercise and the next steps, right? So break it down into baby steps and just focus on doing the first, second, and third step, and then you can take it forward from there.
But the taking the first step only is difficult, The taking the first step is a difficult part.
Yes.
Once we start, we can do. But starting trouble.
Exactly, you got that right, madam. So what we'll do, all of us who are in this call and who are watching it on YouTube live, what we'll do is be very specific about your goal, right? Write down what your goals are and write down the first, second, and third step. And let's all take a commitment that within the next 3 days, we will start taking this first step. Can we all do this? Including me. I also have some goals that I want to achieve. I will also start working in that direction, the new goals that I want to achieve.
How art of living helps in achieving our goals? Because people say that, okay, when you are in this path, it helps you in everything. So how art of living comes in picture?
Beautiful question. So, this takes us back to the name of this channel, Sattva Talks, right? So the secret is Sattva. Guruji says the secret to achieving anything lies with Sattva. So you would have seen people who put a lot of effort, but still things don't happen. Things either don't happen or they put a lot of effort and they get very little outcome. This is lack of Sattva. When Sattva becomes high, then even if you put a little bit of effort, then it manifests. And in people with very high Sattva, just having that thought or just putting their attention in that direction will make things manifest. So now the question comes, how do I increase my Sattva? And this is exactly what Art of Living helps in. So there are 4 aspects or 4 things that you can do to increase your Sattva. So let's discuss a little bit about all 4 of these. So the first one is sadhana. What is sadhana? Sadhana is the spiritual practices that we do. So that includes yoga asanas, pranayam, meditation, and sudarshan kriya. So those of you who have attended the happiness program or the online breath and meditation workshop, you see that all 4 of these are covered in the happiness program. The yoga asanas, meditation, pranayam, and sudarshan kriya. So sadhana, how does sadhana help in increasing sattva? No, the truth is the manifested nature of consciousness is sattva. But why does it not shine through at all times? Is because of the inhibitions, because of the stress, because of the life experiences which you have been through, because of many impressions that we have picked through in life, that prevents this from shining forth. So what does sadhana do? Sadhana is like a detergent. It cleans our consciousness, so that whatever is the nature, which is sattva, can shine through. So that is the first way. You have seen, no, brass, brass or silverware. Just washing it once won't help. Scrubbing it once, you have to keep scrubbing, 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 and then it starts shining. So the same way, repeating sadhana again and again and again, daily, every day, day 1, day 2, day 3, then consciousness becomes, clear and it starts shining through. So the first step is sadhana. The second technique is seva. So simply put, Seva is unconditional act of service, doing something that will uplift someone else's state of mind or something that will make someone happy. Look at your own life, right? When somebody did something good to you, what was the reaction in your mind? Oh, thank you so much. Let good happen to this person. Naturally, we bless this person, right? We feel grateful and we bless this person. So when we do seva helps us earn merit, punya. So punya is again energy. It is energy from the different people that you have helped. So when they say, oh, this person helped me a lot, let them also be good. Let them also have a happy life. When they bless you, that energy comes to you in the form of sattva, right? And it is said that the highest form of seva, see, there are different types of seva we can do. We can give food to people. We can give money. We can help them out with little tasks or assignments that they have. There are so many ways that we can help, but it is said that the highest form of seva is helping someone realize their own nature of consciousness. And the way to do that is to get them to an art of living course. So when you get them to an art of living course, you yourself look back into your experience, the very first day after Sudarshan Kriya, how the mind blossomed right after the first Kriya. So when you get someone else to this state, obviously their blessings also come to you. So second way is seva. The third way we can increase our sattva is satsang. Satsang means satyaka sang, meaning the company of truth or company of good people. So if you notice, just look at the people who are closest to you, your family, your friend circle, your relatives, people that you spend maximum time with. In many families, people stay together, but they might not spend much time with their family members. So when I say look at the people closest to you, I mean look at the people that you spend the maximum amount of time with. That has a big impact on who you are as a person. Right? So if you're in the company of negative people, people who are into bad habits, people who are complaining, people who don't have any goal in life, just because we are in their company, we start becoming like them. It is said Kali Yuge Sange Shakti, meaning in Kali Yuga, the power of the group is what matters. So it is intelligent to be part of a group that's doing great things. So you yourself might not be doing good things. You yourself might not be achieving great things, but just getting yourself into this environment, spending some time with a person who's a high achiever, spending some time with an art of living teacher, spending some time with a Swamiji or someone who is very knowledgeable. So just spending some time either on the phone or physically in their presence and surrounding yourself with such people, high achievers, people who are in knowledge, people who do sadhana every day, who are regular, who have a higher goal in life, then we start becoming like them. So satsanga is the third way we can increase our sattva, because all these people who are, even people who are working towards a higher goal, they are also karma yogis, right? So again, there are 4 parts of yoga: karma yoga, raja yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. So any of these people who are following any of these 4 paths, just being in their presence will uplift you, will increase your sattva. And the fourth way we can increase our sattva is something that we do on a daily basis, something we have been doing from the day we are born, which is food, right? So food is also of different types. So Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic. So Tamasic food is that which makes you dull, right? Which drains your energy. So anything that is artificial, anything that's processed, kept in the fridge, meat, all these are Tamasic. Rajasic is that which makes you very restless. So deep fried, anything high in sugar, salt, very spicy, all these are Rajasic food, which makes you restless, mind and body restless. So Sattvic food is fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, anything that is plant-based. And even after cooking up to 6 hours, it retains its sattva, it retains the life force. So eating sattvic food also helps. So let's quickly summarize: sadhana, seva, satsang, and eating the right type of food. Sattvic food will help us increase our sattva. And when sattva increases, automatically things start manifesting in your life. So art of living helps with the first three: sadhana, seva, and satsang. And there are courses also which help us give awareness of food. So it's a comprehensive experience.
Ajay, tell me about your journey, how you were before Art of Living and how you came in this path.
Sure. So, how I was before Art of Living. So, I didn't come from a very well-to-do family. Financially we weren't very good, and I've seen a lot of struggles in life. That's typical. And so, because of the type of environment I was in, uh, I thought, okay, this is all there is to life, right? And then I was studying in college, and one of my schoolmates, she had done the course, and she told, "Hey, you should come do this." And the very first day I did social Kriya, something changed, right? Some sort of mental clarity and energy that I never experienced in my life. I got that, and this helped me. This first experience helped me keep practicing Sudarshan Kriya daily. So 2010 was when I did my first Sudarshan Kriya, 21st January 2010, and from that day till today, I have not missed a single day of Sudarshan Kriya. So what I've seen change in me is confidence, energy, enthusiasm, and now I'm very focused about my goals. I'm very clear about my life purpose, and this is the way it helped. And even financially, uh, I'm doing pretty well now. Last year I just checked, and among employees, company employees, I was among the top 0.6 percentile in the country in terms of salary. So uh, I feel very fortunate. So not only with the mindset, but it also helped me give a clear direction in life, and the sattva that I got from the daily practices. So now I feel that I'm moving ahead in a cloud. I'm being taken through life in a cloud. So that's what sadhana, regular sadhana, seva, and satsang is helping me with.
In Art of Living, it's also said that there are various homas, pujas, which helps you to achieve the goal if you take sankalpa there. How it works?
So yes, so one thing is sankalpa, right? So what is sankalpa? Sankalpa is a clear intention, clear goal in mind. And doing homas, every different type of chant has a different type of energy. So at the end of the day, it is your sankalpa that will manifest, right? So somebody can just attend the homa, but they'll not be very clear in their mind, or there'll be a lot of doubt in their mind. So attending the homa might not be that fruitful. So how do homas actually help is every different chanting has a different type of vibration. So these homas which you're talking about, Abhishek, which are specific for achieving goals, so they create a particular type of vibration in the mind, and they also remove those opposing vibrations or vikalpas, right? The thoughts which are causing those vikalpas, they subdue them, and they enhance the positive thoughts which help you move towards your goal. But your goal should be very clear. So this is what I want to achieve. If you go with that intensity, so the intensity of your sankalpa matters. It is not saying, oh, I wish I earn 1 crore this year. That's a very weak intention, weak sankalpa. Come what may, I will do whatever it takes to earn 1 crore this year. With that intensity, if you go and if you sit in that homa, then it's a different sort of effect and experience that you'll get.
Many people means they imagine many dreams like, okay, I should have a very comfortable life. I should become IAS officer or something like that. But they don't do anything to actually work. They don't actually work on it. But they have a dream, and after that they think that, okay, means I'm doing nothing or something like that. So like we see, talking very straightforward, like every student wants a government job these days. and they think that okay, because they don't want, many students don't want that okay, I from this position I can serve my country, but it's like everyone is doing it, so I am also doing it. So how they can know that what's good for them and what's their inner call? How they can figure it out?
So is it like how, what is my true purpose in life? Is that the question? So there are two aspects to what you asked. So the first one is people have a lot of dreams, but they don't work on achieving them. Yes, that is absolutely right. So the only way to achieve your dream or achieve your goal is to take action, and it is to take consistent committed action on a daily basis, right? Now, what is it that prevents us from taking action? We already discussed lack of motivation, low energy, doubt in the mind. So whatever we discussed a little while back, doing sadhana, seva, and satsang, doing sadhana increases your energy a lot. And when you're doing seva, when you're doing good things for others, you get that punya back, right? So when you get punya, your sadhana becomes deeper, which means you get more energy. So that's the reason sadhana and seva go hand in hand. And the third part, which was satsang, now you might be doing sadhana on your own, but once in a while you feel very lazy. Oh, I don't feel like doing, or you go for seva, you don't get very favorable outcome. Things don't move along. You get very discouraged. But if you're in a group, the group will move you forward. So satsang helps keep your sadhana and seva steady. So even if you're not regular with your sadhana and seva today, make sure you have a good satsang, and then you can get back on track with sadhana and seva. So coming back to the question, why people's goals or dreams don't manifest, that is lack of taking action. So when we increase our energy levels, then we obviously whatever we are doing on a daily basis, we have been doing all this while 30, 40, 50 years of our life. But with the extra energy that we get through sadhana, then you can start working towards your goals. So that is one thing. And second thing is people just follow what others do. Like you said, it's a herd mindset. Everybody is doing it, so let me also do it, right? So this is what I said earlier in my talk, which is not having a particular direction to the life energy, right? So if there is something specifically that you want to achieve, irrespective of what your friends, relatives, neighbors are doing, you be very clear that I'll start working towards this, and then just get started in that direction. What was the other part of the question, Abhishek?
The other part is like everyone is like applying for the same thing. Obviously, everyone will not achieve it. Like everyone can't become IAS officer. How much hard everyone works, because there are so many students, they are putting their heart and soul, but still we have a limited seats because of the structure. So then they feel demotivated, then they feel I am useless, I have done everything, I have sacrificed so many things to have this. So what should be the mentality?
So the mentality comes with finding your higher purpose in life, right? So when an individual does not have a higher purpose in life, when they are not clear about what is my dharma, what is my life purpose, then they get influenced by external factors. So external factors can be everything, right? It can be society, it can be parents, it can be friends that we hang out with. So it can be a multitude of reasons. And many times, students just do it because of parent pressure, or because everybody in their colony, everybody in their friends is doing it, or everybody in their city is doing it. Now, so the way to come out of this rat race is being very clear about what your higher goal is. So we'll talk a little bit about how to find the purpose if we have time. Do we have time, Abhishek?
Yes, we have few minutes.
Okay. So how do we find our higher purpose in life? So how do I find my dharma? The way to find your dharma is get started with something that you're interested in right now. I'll take the example of a dancer. Let's say somebody, a young girl, she learns dancing. She's very interested and she's very passionate about dancing. And she starts going to classes. She likes them a lot. She excels in dancing and she becomes a good dancer over a few years. And because she's a good dancer, she does so many shows, she becomes pretty famous. And then she starts, she starts thinking, hey, I'm pretty good at dancing, let me start teaching others. So then she establishes a dancing school. And because she's pretty good with her dancing, eventually her school grows. So she starts establishing different schools in different parts of the country. And after many years, because these schools are like the top schools in the country, there's a lot of students coming there to learn dance. And then she generates a lot of wealth. And with that wealth, she opens 30 hospitals around the country. And those hospitals in turn serve lakhs of people in the country. So this person's ultimate goal would have been to serve lakhs of people in the country, to help them become better, to help them have good health. But the way she started was by becoming a dancer. So even for you, many of you right now, you might not know the exact purpose of your life, what your dharma is, but just see what your interest, what your passion is, right? It might be something small. It might be something as small as a hobby, but whatever you're doing, do it with 100% sincerity and intensity. So whatever it is that you're doing, be 100% in it, and then you'll see, you'll start moving in the direction of your life goal. So when you go, working towards your hobby or passion, then you'll be exposed to other opportunities which will move you towards your life purpose. So it's like layers of an onion, right? To reach to the center of the onion, you start peeling out the outer layers. So right now you might be on some of the outer layers. So as and when you start working towards whatever your interest, your passion is, then the next step gets revealed. So start working in that direction with full intensity and sincerity.
Superb, superb. This is really means this has brought clarity to so many people, I guess, who are watching it right now. And actually, we should aim for a big thing in life because time period is limited. We have only few years left. So instead of having a small dream, we all can have a big dream so that it can make the whole society better. And Ajayji, it was brilliant interacting with you. All the answers which you gave was really very deep, and it will help a lot of people to achieve their dreams. And I would like to tell all the people who are watching it on YouTube right now, uh, there are many people who have also thought of some dream. Send this session to them. It will help them a lot to achieve what they have thought. And if you are here for the first time, do subscribe this channel also so that we come up with these amazing contents every day. And Ajayji, this session is like it's a complete guide, I can say, who are just starting on a goal or who are in between achieving a goal. It will help them. It will act as a catalyst. And Ajay, any last words you want to say to all the people who are watching it right now? Any ending remarks?
Yes. So I would like everybody to take action now. So once you finish watching this, take out your notebook, write down the top 3 goals that you want to achieve. And for each goal, write the first 3 steps that you'll need to take. It can be something very small, but write those first 3 steps that you need to take. And within the next 3 days, so Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, start taking action towards those goals.
Wonderful. It was really
Yeah,
nice.
it's really nice. See, only my request is, see, whatever you said is absolutely fine. What you do, it's like New Year resolution. Many of them will plan excellently. They'll prepare everything. As you said, going for gym, they'll buy new shoes. Everything will be ready. But the interest of the day one, it starts instead. If somebody you are getting success, you reduce the weight, then your interest will increase. If you are not, then if you compare with others, it will go the other way around. Interest vanishes, and that happens. So in that case, what your suggestion? We should not come the comparison. That kills everybody. The people always have the tendency. Why me only? I'm not improving. He is improving. We always tend to compare with others. Suppose if my passion is singing, If someone else sings better than me, I will think, why not me? This happens, by default, it is like this. So in that case, what is your suggestion? Like,
Beautiful.
we are in this path only, no doubt. We are doing sadhana, seva, satsang, and these things regular practice regularly. In spite of this, we have this sort of feeling that comes of its own. So how do you, what is your suggestion?
Beautiful question. And you're absolutely right? Many people start working, and especially January is the time when everybody starts working towards their goals, but that consistency is absent. And the reason for that is most of us base our life and most of us base our actions on feelings. Oh, I feel good today. So at the beginning of the year, what's the state of mind? You're feeling very good, right? You're feeling enthusiastic. Everybody is celebrating. Everybody's saying new year, new goals, new life, right? So then the feelings are good. And because the feelings are good, you'll start taking action. But the real achievers, the real people who have achieved and succeeded in life, they don't base their life on feelings. They base their life on commitment. So remember, if you wait for feeling good to take action, that might never happen, right? Some days you feel lazy, sometimes you feel demotivated, lack of enthusiasm, so many things that bother us in the mind that prevent us from taking action. So always remember, base your actions on commitment. So however I'm feeling, whether I'm feeling terrible today, whether I'm feeling dull, lazy, body is paining, no matter what, if I've taken commitment, I'll go to the gym. Or if I've taken commitment, I'll do sadhana, come what may, sit and do sadhana. So remember this one, feelings follow actions. So don't wait to feel good to take action. Take action and then you'll start feeling good. So stick your action to your commitment. Don't link it to your feelings. And then once you start taking actions, you'll automatically start feeling good.
Yeah, very nicely explained. Next time we would like to have your session in Hindi, because our most of the people, they know Hindi only. So being you are from South, I know your difficulty. So next time you please try to explain in Hindi. Of course, I am a South Indian. For me, no issue. In any language you can talk. For others' sake, I'm saying ki next time if you come, you can the session can be in Hindi. So please do come.
होगा उतना हिंदी बात करेंगे.
नहीं, अरे बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा. We are so happy. So that your session will be, because it can reach many. That's what I would like to say. English समझ सकते हैं लोग, but फिर भी if you talk in Hindi, that will reach many. So my this thing is for you is, of course I am a South Indian. I have no problem. Whatever language you speak, I can understand. So for the sake of others, if you make it that way, we'll be grateful to you. We enjoyed the session. Thank you very much, Jay Gurudev. Being in such a young age, you are doing such a wonderful service. Really appreciable. Jay Gurudev.
I guess, yes, wonderfully said, Sudhadini. But this session will also benefit a lot of people who are watching in South India, because they can't understand Hindi. But few sessions of Sattva talks, they can watch it. Like I have heard this comment when few other teachers also came, like, okay, why don't this session happen in English? So, but anyways, language is just a medium. We all are connected with some other factor, and that we all know. And thank you so much, Ajay ji, for coming and sharing your wonderful insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. And you were, wonderful. All the questions you asked were so, so deep and brought out a lot of discussion. So thank you for this lovely session.